welcome to Kombat Kingz podcast.
Episode
12.
What?
Giving you that raw combat sport punditry.
Tell him again.
The usual suspects around the table.
What?
The combat sports voices of the
streets.
Hey,
Max.
we got myself, Rimz.
Big Rimz.
We got the tallest man in every room,
Jeez.
Lankz.
You know that.
And we got the braggadocious Bragz.
Come on. And again,
All
let's
right.
go. Let's go.
All right, so yeah, let's get into this, guys.
Bellator. What was it? 274.
7-3.
Oh, 273. Are you gonna read? 273. I'm skipping ahead.
7-3.
Okay, 273. Ryan Bader.
Ryan Bader versus
Moldavsky. Yeah.
retains his title. He is not over the hill.
Yeah.
It was a good performance still. I give it to Vader. He done well still. He done well.
I need to start shutting my mouth on it and start saying that these guys are over the hill, man.
Nah, he
Start
done well,
putting
he done well.
Bro, they're finding the win.
They're hearing the
I'm
pod,
telling
innit?
you,
The man are listening.
Bro, a couple of these old men lately, like even Rashid Evans,
Rashad,
Rashad,
yeah.
listen. he got his little victory. Like,
Yeah.
so
Eating all that fruit.
and then
That's mad.
veggies, you get me, like a vegan.
But
But,
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
Bader, whoa, it was a close fight to begin with. I'm gonna start off by saying that close 5-round fight.
Put him on skates early.
Boy, touched him.
Hey,
The 1-2.
He got a little bit of power because he does that to
He
couple
does.
guys.
Bader can
Still,
bang. I said though, Bader can
to a
bang.
couple guys.
Bader can hit and he's quick for a lightweight, like for a heavyweight.
Because he used to
he's
fight
quite
light heavy, so
He's quite,
But no, he's
maneuvering
quite big
well,
though.
elusive.
He's big though.
yeah.
He's a big
But
guy,
when you
jacked.
look at him against Moldavsky,
He's
he
jacked.
was big. So I was like, okay.
Has he still got the light heavyweight belt?
No, he lost that.
Yeah, he lost that.
Yeah,
innit?
he lost it. He got
Just that
touched.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah,
Dean's,
yeah.
training partner.
Yeah.
And
It
then
was Team Fedor versus Vader again still, but Vader won this one.
Yeah.
he tried to go back for the light heavyweight, but then got touched by
Nemkov,
Nemkov.
Team
I remember that now.
He's got a little beef with Team Fedor.
I got one up.
It's
There's 1-0.
2-1,
It's 2-1.
He took out the head hunter, so it's
still.
good, man.
But this is a good fight in the sense of heavyweights. It's not the typical heavyweight fight that you'd see in a weird way. It was very, for heavyweights, they moved a lot. I'd say that there was no like.
They're smaller heavyweights.
Yeah,
though, you know,
that's why, because they both
yeah,
can probably make light heavyweight if they probably really wanted to. Well, we know Bader can. But I'd say Moldavsky's wrestling is exactly what we said it was going to be. Pin him on
when
the
he
cage.
did get him, he pinned him against the
It's
cage.
got
just
him
made it
difficult.
tiring,
that
yeah.
Roman Greco style wrestling's always going to be a killer. Like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of the Americans find it hard to deal with that tight body grips, body looks. Some of them are good at it themselves, but Ryan Bader showed what surprised me in this fight is Ryan Bader he was going for the takedown himself and the wrestling.
He's a credentialed wrestler.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah,
But he wasn't running away from it because I thought you know what I thought? Because early he touched him with the hands. I thought he was gonna, sometimes stick to that. But you got to mix, and he done that IQ of, and he said it after the fight with John McCarthy that I had to mix it up. I had to show that IQ. He goes, I'm a vet. I know what I kind of had to do in there. The second round, I think Ryan won the first round.
I think he won the first. Was it the first two?
Two.
I remember now, but he definitely won the first round.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, I gave Moldavsky the second round. I thought he wrestled him.
He did win.
Yeah.
I think he won the third.
That's
and then
it.
Vader came
Yeah.
for the fourth.
Yeah, it was
And
two
then,
apiece, and then
And
going
then
into the
last
fifth.
round,
John McCarthy said
And it
that,
was
and I
hard,
agreed.
but Vader done a bit more damage. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, he done
Yeah.
a bit more damage. Whereas he got the takedown, Moldavsky, but he didn't really do any damage from that. So
Yeah, he was
but it was
just-
close. If they gave it to Moldavsky,
You
I
couldn't
would've-
really,
I would've
yeah.
said nothing. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, the damage I think is what is the big factor in that fight.
Yeah, it had to
like
be, yeah.
he
'Cause
touched him
that's-
early. You saw, whoa, he had the power. Like he hit the cleaner shots when they were striking, and I think Bader, when they were striking, was backing him up in that controlling way of moving him around the octagon while standing. In the wrestling, I think Moldavsky had the better out of the exchanges in the wrestling majority of the time, but shouts out to both of their conditioning to go 5 rounds for heavyweights. They were actually moving
And they
for
were
all 5
wrestling
rounds.
a
A
lot.
lot.
Tiring thing,
And and they done well. Ryan Bader's a problem at Bellator for the heavyweights.
Yeah. Who's really gonna? He's got to fight Czech Congo next.
Yeah, that's already booked. Yeah, I
Czech
think he
Congo's.
does. Yeah,
Actually, I'm not gonna say
He's
it. He's over the hill.
Oh yeah,
And
don't
then he
do it.
wins.
Don't do it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
but
Don't
yeah,
do
nah.
that. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, he's fighting him in Paris, so I'll favor Bader in that.
You favour Bader in that. What, the wrestling as well?
In the just mixing it up,
So mixing the striking wrestling, bringing him down to
Obviously,
jiu-jitsu.
Czech Congo's a bigger unit.
Yeah.
He's a proper heavyweight. You get me? Yeah, you get me. I'm saying he's a proper heavyweight, but
Bader can deal with him though.
Bader,
The
but I'll give
movement.
Bader,
The movement,
I'll
the
give it to Bader
elusiveness.
for that one still, but we'll find out. Moldavsky, I think it's one of them. He was undefeated until that match, so it might just be a thing where he's just gonna stay where he's at, and then they face each other again, maybe 1-2 fights, and then
He's back there.
Where he's at, yeah.
It makes sense. I think he needs to do more though in his camp he needs to work on his striking more to be able to
Just set up what he wants.
set up what you want to be able to sell
Have
it. You
people
can't.
more worried,
Yeah.
respect that, so they're not worried about the takedown.
100%.
all the time.
Yeah. So that's I think where he struggles.
And he has good movement on his feet, so if he gets the hands a bit better,
Yeah, he can move.
he can move.
Yeah, it's just the hands like letting them go. But yeah.
Cool.
Moving on.
Cool.
Benson, the wonder.
Another man
Benson.
that's not over the hill.
I said he was gone.
Smooth.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give him a chance.
Man, like smooth. Was real smooth in there.
Yeah.
What? Listen, he shocked me.
Yeah, but you know what? With Islam Mammadov, he had this. He's good at getting kind of people to the ground, kind of, but he kind of struggles to control them
and keep them there.
Yeah, like
I saw
he had
that
the
here.
same problem with Premise.
Yeah.
The exact same problem. Like he can't like he
Actually
can get the
hold them
takedowns,
there.
but he can't pin them there.
Top
and,
pressure.
like,
Keep that
have
top
good-
pressure.
Yeah,
Stay tight.
Stay
What-
tight. Some of
something-
them, yeah.
Stay in Garnu tight.
it's something he needs to work on. Like it's the only.
Well,
only
we
thing
know
I
we know
noticed.
Benson's good from the ground game in the sense of
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
got a good ground game.
He's only been submitted twice in his whole career.
Yeah.
And he's very elusive on the floor.
On the
Like
feet.
look on like I'm talking about in his wrestling in the sense of
No,
even when-
scrambles.
The scrambles.
He had
Did you
very
see
good
the
scrambles.
Did you see a couple of
He had
times
a
when he
couple
was
scrambles, like
what? He looked bad.
Yeah, it was
what?
crazy.
He like forward rolled out of a couple of them.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
went with the motion. You could tell like he went. You knew he was going that way.
He even said it like, I might have problems with him taking me down, but I just when he does, I'll scramble. straight away.
And that's IQ. That's what I love. Like the vet fighters really do have. Sometimes they don't have the actually engine to do it, but their brain knows what to do, and that's experience, isn't it? Like that's literally. But again, he had the better exchanges on the striking in round one.
Yeah.
He literally
Even the guillotine.
come
And then he went
sit
high
like
elbow, and I was like, oh, he might get him, you know. But he's lucky he got out of it. But he was struggling. You could tell that was
he
tight.
went sideways. He was like, like side. His neck was cranking blood. Like I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
gonna bust your neck.
But,
But Moldov is still a tough competitor. He again is another
he's
guy.
good. He just needs to work on these little pockets that he needs to work on, and he would be very
Do you,
good. Like,
do you think you're surprised that he works with Habib and he hasn't got more of a
better top pressure?
yeah, like in the sense of like
Listen, you can bring the donkey to water. You can't make the donkey drink it, bro. You can have Khabib in your corner, but unless you're gonna apply it yourself, Khabib's not in there for you, innit? So, like that's a big factor in it all.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
true.
thinks straight away if you're with this person, like, then this is just in general now. Like, for example, Trevor Whitman and everyone's got to have good boxing straight away. Like, if you don't apply it,
it's not gonna be there.
Yeah, 100.
But where does Benson go from here in a sense of
I don't think he's
contracts
making a
just
title
now
run, though.
ended? No. We don't go that far. We don't.
well,
go
he
that
said he
far.
wants it
Just
again,
be
innit?
easy. Sometimes we just got to be easy. We don't have to jump. We know he's not going for no title run.
No,
but he said he wants it.
He's
I'm
old
sure.
though.
Yeah.
How
He's
old is he?
38.
That is old. At lightweight, that's old.
And he makes the weight well still. He makes the cut, very well.
No, but
like
to be
still
winning
looks good in
fights, to be winning fights at that
No,
weight,
to win against Mammadov, that's a
was
good
good.
fight to win still. But
I don't. You know, my problem is when it gets to a complete striker, somebody that's a good all around fighter will beat him. That's. Do you get what I mean? Somewhere that's Mamedov's not good on it. He's not good on his striking is not there. Once he gets a guy that's complete in a young, he's not gonna.
It's a young man's game, innit?
Yeah, when you get to the top 3 and 2, so it was a good victory. But where does he go? In a place of,
I don't think.
Does he go PFL?
I don't think.
Will he?
No, I think he'll sign with Bellator again.
You think because he's you think they will give him another contract though?
Yeah.
You think so? That's the thing.
Name holds
that weight
like that.
Because remember he was losing a couple prior as well. It's not like he had a continuous winning streak.
No, it's true, but he to them is one of their
legends,
top boys,
and he's their legend.
He's like their Uriah Faber.
Legend.
He's like their Uriah Faber.
Or Donald Cerrone.
You gotta
keep him around.
Name, but like he ain't gonna.
They love him though. They love him. They were screaming for him in the crowd.
His hometown.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
Arizona,
Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah. They were playing in the Phoenix Stadium, the basketball team stadium. But, Suns.
Yeah, no. Henderson, I'd say, I don't know about title run. I'd say keep Bellator, re-sign him, just give him fun fights.
Okay.
Mamedov, I would say you just need to work on some.
Where does Mamedov go?
Your game.
Because if I'm looking at the rankings, right. So yeah, I'm looking at the rankings now. Mamedov is 7th
now. Okay. Benny Henderson's 6th though.
So that was it's okay. That was close. So
Mamedov, he just needs to work on certain areas of his game, right? Because you've seen it twice now. Primus and Henderson.
Well, Peter Quealy is above Ben Henderson. Gotti what the hell? Gotti Yamayachit. I'm not doing this live on camera. I am not doing this live on camera.
I'm not doing it either.
And then we're gonna do Usman Nurmagomedov, who's Khabib's cousin, who's 3rd, and then obviously Sydney Outlaw, Brent Primus is 2nd. And then obviously the champion.
They needed these rankings, fam. Before it was so unorganized.
It's more
never knew.
Like,
you never knew who was
nearer to
around
the title and stuff like that. It's needed.
Yeah.
But all right, cool.
Let's move on. Henry Corrales versus
Aiden Lee.
Whoa, this is the only fight. This is what made this guy become champion this week. This dumb fight. Everybody got everything wrong. We got every pick wrong, including
anyone
Jack.
Go back and watch any of the other podcasts, where this guy said, it don't matter how they win. I got the title.
Bro, you know how they won?
I got the title 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. All right.
The triple C is really here
triple
now.
C, I was the original. Yeah, I was saying the original.
I'm the double champ. I'm the first and the triple.
I'm the double champ, bro.
That's light work, man.
But anyway, this fight got stopped by an eye poke.
There were several eye pokes.
But then there was a big one that obviously then officially stopped the fight. But let's get into the breakdown of the actual fight. Henry Corrales come out, I thought was the better striker. Surprisingly, with Aiden Lee had good leg kicks, I think. Come out, tried to keep the distance. But Corrales was just keeping that pressure, mixing it up with his own leg kicks, and I think he was going to the head a lot better, in the body a lot better to Aiden Lee. Aiden Lee, he got dropped early, I think, in the first round, and then obviously he invited the to come down, play submission game.
Yeah. I had him for a submission, but
he tried to play
that game.
And man told him stand up. Beltran got involved in him. Stand up. I said he was not trying to hear that. Yeah. But then I was surprised because I thought Henry Corrales won the first round. They got into more of a wrestling exchange in the second round. Yeah. And he then dived on top of like Lee. There was one part in the second round where Lee I don't know why he done a forward roll flip. Yeah. He didn't need to. He wasn't in trouble. Yeah. And Corrales had stepped away from him. Yeah. But he done this flip anyway, and then Corrales just dived on him. Yeah. And then he just like controlled the round from there. Yeah. So he kind of lost that round. And then,
And obviously, eye poke. I ain't really got much to add on top of that. I'd say, obviously, several eye pokes, refs, like one warning, and then you got to take points.
one warning in
It's
it.
long now. So
It's long because you're messing up the whole.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be a warning, I don't think.
No.
You have to because it's
You know
accidental,
what it is? It's
man.
accidental. You know what it is?
Yeah, but before the fight, in the back,
Yeah,
that's sort of your warning when they're talking
Yeah,
to you.
I understand, but I understand why it happens a lot, innit?
Yeah.
Because where people are trying to keep
Block,
their range and
yeah.
they want the full extension, so their hands are out a bit. Obviously, they have to be more careful. But I think, one warning and then you got to take points, man, because you can't keep doing that. That's people's eyesight as well. It's dangerous.
Very.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, but I he was gonna lose that fight anyway. I think you was
yeah,
gonna get that clean decision because you put
Yeah,
decision,
yeah,
I put decision.
and Carranza looks like he was going for the decision. He won the fight overall. Once they stopped the fight, it went to the judges and they decided that he had won the fight.
Yeah.
So I think he was gonna win it. But it was an alright fight though. They were going back and forth. So yeah, shouts out to both of them. Yeah.
Cool.
Moving on.
Sabazam Homazi versus
Jalil
Willis.
got smoked. Jalil Willis got smoked. You didn't watch this?
Nah, this though.
Got smoked, bro. Listen, he come out like I thought he was gonna try and play the wrestling game. Jamal Willis, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of good at met in the center of the octagon. But Homaris, he showed the power. That he showed that he just they met in the middle of the octagon and you could tell like as soon as he hit him, he knew he had the power. Backed him up, dropped him. Just got on top of him, pounded the shit out of him, and that was it, bro. That's all she wrote.
What,
like,
first round?
Early,
round.
within the first minute and a half.
Oh wow.
So it was quick, and that's his second loss, Jamal Willis. So that's not looking good for him in that sense. He was trying to bounce back because I think it's his second fight in Bellator. I think he lost his opening, so yeah, it's not looking good. But it was a bit of I think on his performance it was a bit embarrassing the way you know what I mean, like 1 minute 30 you kind of
didn't get time to settle in.
Yeah,
And show what your camp's been about, bro.
because that was
that must be annoying, like when the fight ends so quick, and you're just like, I put in all that work and it's so
it's just a bit
didn't get to
demoralizing.
show what I've been working on, like, you know what I mean?
100%. But it was
The game, man. It's the game.
Cool. Well, that was the Bellator
Tour
main
main
card.
event.
Obviously, Lankz wins the pick this week.
Yeah. Back to back champ, back to back. 3-2 up on everyone.
Hey,
You're 3-2 up.
it's gonna watch the song I put with this week's picture.
What you say? You're stacking them.
I've got them saved, bro. I've got them saved.
Okay. Go to the prelims quickly though.
I didn't watch it, but did
This song.
Darren, what's his name? Darren Caldwell.
Oh,
He got choked out, innit?
Yeah, he got choked.
Yeah, I see
at
the
the
highlight.
end of the third. So
No, did you get a choke?
yeah, he got yeah.
I thought he got
choked
choked.
out.
From what I saw,
Was it
I
ground
I think it's
ground and pound? No, it was
Man.
ground and pound. Yeah, sorry, it was ground and pound.
okay.
Yeah, the referee stopped it. Yeah. So this fight was good. This was quite entertaining. Dalston Roster was picking him apart. Johnson, he was trying to wrestle him. Wrestled him a couple times. It went in the distance. But Dalston, you could just see, was a better striker overall, like cleaner, much efficient striker. Moving on. Chris Gonzalez. This was knockout. This is the best knockout I've seen this year. This year.
Yeah, 2022.
On all but across all all so far. First 30 seconds, just both tentative. First strike, head kick, boom, knocked him down, ground and pound all over.
So,
That's all she
Rose
wrote.
Wei
Lee.
Let's
Oh
like
my
it.
God! Listen, I jumped up like, because you know when like, it's a prelim innit, and it's Bellator, no disrespect. So sometimes it's I'm doing other things,
like that,
I'm trying to write stuff, or I'm doing like writing notes or getting news up, or doing something. And I was like, oh, damn it, shit, like you get me, you know, you gotta watch the replay, like, yeah. So it was one of them ones, but yeah, shouts out to Chris Gonzalez. He come out and snapped.
Okay, one to look out for. There.
One to look out for. Moving on. Caldwell. That's the one we were just speaking about. Yeah, he started well. He come out. I think he won the first round.
Okay,
Wrestled. Yeah.
Man will write any fight he wins. I'll just tell you how he won.
Well,
It.
we know this, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, he straight wrestle fucked him in the first round. Not interested in really striking. He could probably strike if he wanted
He's
to a
at
little bit
Sanford
better.
as well. I
Yeah,
swear. Like,
yeah.
what's
What's going on about?
with Henry Hoof?
Why
Like, bro,
can
like,
your striking not
you
be
have-
there?
Yeah,
A striking
camp,
coach.
like to work on. Yeah,
What did we say earlier? You can bring the donkey to the water, but you can't make him drink it.
If you done captions for podcast, that would just be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you on that. But you know what? Barzola showed great determination because he got beat up, like humped in the first round,
but
and they
came out
got to
still
come out.
Not demoralized.
Don't demoralize. Even the second round was very close.
Okay.
It was even close to the point that Caldwell could have won the second round. That's how close it was. Like if he had won it, I wouldn't even have said that he didn't win it. You know? So it was that close. But Barzola, man, he said, "No, none of this nonsense, bro. You try grab on my leg and fuck my legs for too long, and I'm not having no more of this." He just literally ground and pounded him to shit. Just like, and that was that's all she wrote for that one.
All right.
And yeah, there were some other good fights, but
Yeah, big tuna. I didn't see that. But yeah, all right, cool.
yeah.
We're gonna move on to one.
Yeah,
Catch
you
one,
move on to one. Yeah.
Quickly, just run over one.
I didn't catch it this week.
No, you
that's
catch
cool.
it.
Yeah, there was some
one,
fight. Hey,
listen,
one, yeah.
one is the best. Listen, one's my. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this again. One is my favorite organization when it comes to
You love it.
because it's the best.
No,
Better than
so
you overall to UFC.
Yeah,
every time I watch
overall,
it,
let me-
it's good.
It's entertaining.
Let me
I'll
tell
give it
you
to
why.
them. No, they are
It's the
entertaining.
best,
So.
and the only reason it's not better than the UFC with high caliber fighters. The high caliber fighters in the UFC
Yeah,
are
yeah.
better. When you get a proper
Oh,
high
obvious.
caliber
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
you're not moving. You can't move away from that. But overall, from the start, the first fight can be a mazza from all the way up to.
Yeah, yeah.
You're at least getting 4 to 5 knockouts in this clean,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting stoppages clean. There's no playing. And what makes it
Entertainment value.
what makes it even better is that you've got Muay Thai, kickboxing,
Yeah, you get a
and
mixture.
get a
Yeah.
mixture.
That's
You
what
go
their-
from-
that's what their niche
it's
is,
so dope. Like,
That's the difference. That's the
you
difference.
just go into it.
That's
like,
their niche. That's their niche.
100%.
like you can go from a boring like somebody getting wrestled and be like, oh, that was a bit boring because they was just like laying on top of
Yeah.
each other, to then like it's a kickboxing bout now,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just straight smoke.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, shouts out to one man. They're doing big, and they're the most viewed organization across the whole world in all sporting.
That's sick.
companies.
That is sick.
Yeah, that's big.
But it's because they're big in Asia.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. But just in general, though, they're
Yeah,
bigger
no,
than
it's big.
WWE,
That's big.
UFC,
They're
NBA,
bigger than
NFL.
WWE.
Yeah,
It's
it's big.
nuts.
Big boy stuff. So.
One wasn't
But that's
even
the
a
thing,
bat
like,
when Randy Orton was doing what he was doing.
RKO's and Jeff Hardy flipping off a cages.
Mad. It's
It's true. Real
But,
talk.
all right, let's get into this.
Um,
Shikshay.
Shikshay, yeah.
Shikshay versus Kyria.
Do you want to go start? Go on, break it down.
Yeah, no, I just thought Shikshay was a bit more active. He didn't allow Kyria to like get into a set rhythm. He was just on him, like he was basically setting the rhythm for the fight. Like he didn't let him get into a good rhythm of the fight. He landed well down the center. What can I say about? He had a good teeps. He was getting off good teeps to him.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then he got that round 2. He got that head kick. Done. He just applied so much pressure to him, and then the head kick second round. He just couldn't. He couldn't get going. Like Shikshay looked good. He looked very good, and he's in the final now for that. Yeah.
Well, so he won 3 rounds. He took it all to the 3 rounds. He didn't really. You know what it was? It's because of the fight before. It blew my mind. So when I watched this and both of the fights, the 2 kickbox, so the co-main and the main event, there was the semi-finals of the Grand Prix that they're doing for the kickboxing. Is it featherweight? Championship of the world. So the 2 winners of this, obviously, are gonna fight later on. But going back to Shikshay, I watched him and I was like, great timing. He was more elusive. I think Kyria didn't really get going though. He
Yeah,
didn't really.
third round he was more aggressive, but it was a bit too late.
It's too
It
late,
was a bit
yeah.
too late,
And
then.
I just didn't think he didn't. He allowed Sitchai to set the tempo and just he didn't break it at any time. You know when you got to change it up. Sometimes dirty box if it's not working for you, or just change up your style, move more, be aggressive, go forward more. Yeah. But he didn't change it up, and it was easy enough for Sitchai just to sit there for 3 rounds and pick him off.
Yeah.
That happens in kickboxing. I think if you allow a guy to get very rhythmic and you don't change what he does, it's hard. So, but yeah, he's gonna be in the final.
Yeah, against
This killer of a man. Moving on to the co-main event.
So we got Natuwa versus
Natuwa.
Alazov.
Yeah, Alazov.
Yeah.
Listen, Alazov.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He's a Spartan. He's a Spartan. Me and my brethren there sitting there, J.O. with me and J.O. in there watching. Listen, Alotov kicked man like a Spartan. My brethren was like, wheel it. Bro, he said wheel like it's a mixtape. You know it's YouTube so you can pull it back as well. Man told me wheel it like it's a mixtape, bro. He kicked man like he did, bro. He kicked man in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
You know that is Sparta when he kicks man. This is Sparta. But he done it too. And he actually fell over. I said, raw. This is why, because in one, they do stuff that you might see in movies. Right? It's possible. But, bro, he's aggressive. Alvarez is aggressive.
He was mixing it up well, like, good pressure. Like, he just couldn't get him off of him.
Couldn't get him off of him, bro.
Yeah, nice push kick. Yeah, drops him.
Head kick.
Then a nice combo.
Dropped him 3 times in one round.
And he
All in round one.
Didn't recover from that.
All in round one.
That's nuts.
Bro, in kickboxing
That's
as well.
nuts still.
The body shots. Like, there's everything. Like, he's jacked. He's jacked. Like, when I see him, he had muscles popping out of everywhere. He actually looked like Leonidas. You know what I mean? He does look like kind of like Leonidas from Sparta. You know what I'm saying? But, 2 good fights.
Yeah,
2 good. It'll be interesting to see the outcome of that.
Yeah,
what
the
happens.
final. Yeah, that's going to be
one
one to watch out for. So Sitchai versus Alazov in the final.
In the final for the belt.
Cool.
Listen.
Yulu versus
Did you watch
Kingz.
this?
I did. The knockout. He knocked him out and it left hook.
Bro.
Left hook, right hook. Sorry.
So these men just stood there for 30 seconds.
Just banging it out.
No. Did nothing.
Yeah. Did nothing.
Did nothing, yeah. They just stood there, just tentative.
No one wanted to make the first move.
No one wanted to make the first move. And as soon as they exploded,
Gone.
Yeah. Left hook, gone. That's why I said
right
one
hook,
is
boom.
mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's crazy. I was like, oh my days. And the thing is, is him Ibilk?
I said Yulu.
Ilulu.
Yulu.
Ilulu. What the fuck? Yululu.
No, Yulu.
Yulu. Just Yulu. Yulu, he got, like, he hit him hard. He hit Zabing hard as well.
Yeah,
He just didn't hit him hard enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like one of those ones, but he didn't get much. He just got a quick first round 30. It was within the first minute, like, that happened. So,
I kind of caught this and kind of didn't.
Listen.
Opaque it.
you see this? Opak? You see this? You see him?
First. Haji. Hajai.
You see him?
Yeah.
He's 26.
Yeah.
He is a problem.
Yeah, he was putting
He
some
is
pressure
a
on, man.
problem. Bro, he's put the pressure.
Yeah, the pressure.
He hit him with some, he stopped him with body shot. 3 body shots, no more.
Yeah,
Man held his stomach.
He dropped a few
dropped-
times.
Yeah,
though. He dropped him
that's
a
how he
few
stopped.
times.
That's how
Yeah,
he
he dropped
stopped him
a few
in
times.
round 2.
Yeah, he
TKO.
dropped him a few times. I thought he was going to get him out of it earlier.
Yeah, because he dropped him twice in the first round,
Yeah.
and then he dropped him 3 times in the
He's done
second.
well to survive still. He's tough
What?
still. I give him that because he got off a few times.
5 times.
Yeah, he got off a
Whoa,
few times.
boy. Listen, but the body shots, this kid's tough. Opek, listen, he's one to watch out for. The heavyweight, he'll be the champ. I'm screaming that.
Yeah.
He's 26. He's a problem.
Right.
Man, is still. So watch out. One had a good card, man. This was a good card.
It was a good card.
Like,
The
was
last one. Did you catch this? I kind of just didn't know.
the Brazilian he lost. Yeah, I think
because he was the
That's
boxer.
the
I think
Japan.
they were
Yeah.
saying, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so basically, yeah, I remember this fight now. It was shit. So basically, I'm not gonna lie. It was so boring. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch one live, so I was skipping through. Like I was getting mad with it because he was just on top of him, wrestling, humping, and he weren't moving. And the ref
trying to progress.
Yeah, and the ref just kept getting involved. The ref kept saying, "Stop touching the back of his head," or it wasn't even, the guys weren't even doing nothing.
Yeah.
But the ref was just getting more involved than the fighters.
Yeah.
Then I was skipping forward, and then as I stopped the fight. In the third round, he dropped him. Boom! Knocked him out. I was like, whoa. Didn't expect it. And that's why one's crazy, because I was like, it went from being like some wrestling orgy to a proper knockout. So,
All right. We'll leave it there for one, but it was a good card. Top of the card was good anyway.
yeah, both cards. Bellator and one
And
was
one
good
was
this
good.
week. Yeah, man. I thought
Let's
both-
quickly check in with Eagle FC.
Yeah, let's do that, because I watched
card,
the whole of
Eagle-
that as well. You want to bring that up? Is there a card to even bring
I
up?
don't even know if I can find that. I had trouble finding that.
Is
last
it?
week. Still,
Yeah, maybe. But we can just talk about it was
FC
Bong.
44.
yes. Hold on, let's
It was-
try to find this. See if I can find it quick.
I don't know. It's probably gonna be hard to find that card. But it was
Spot
Spong.
FC
I don't
card.
know the guy. His name.
Oh, can I get a post?
Card.
Actually, I know. I'll get a post. I'll get a post. For
Card, yeah. Come on.
I saw it on. Here we go.
Okay. So it was Spong versus a Russian guy's name. I'm not saying.
Oh,
You try.
cartoon. No. Oh,
Cartoon. See, go ahead.
Why do we try?
I had it, I had it down.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
have to.
had it down.
You have to
But then
sometimes.
when I go back to it, I forget how
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
it, like, how to pronounce it.
It's Russian.
Karitunov, I think.
All right, we'll run with that.
Karitunov.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sounds good enough.
Yeah. Spong versus Karatunov.
Yeah. I'll say this. There's weight classes for a reason. Yeah. Because Karitunov, yeah, he was big.
Massive.
He was big. He's coming in on limit. Like,
Massive.
he's coming in on limit. Like, Spong is probably like maybe 220, 30
Easy.
tops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, like he could. Yeah,
could easily
I
cut
think he
the
fought
lightweight.
light
The heavyweight.
heavyweight. I
Yeah,
think
he
he
did.
fought light heavyweight
Like
before,
kickboxing.
still, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
He
Once
the wrestling.
you could tell he was fast. He
Spong.
was fast. Yeah,
Quick.
he was quick.
You know what he's got with the
Um,
hands.
But he couldn't find a rhythm. Though.
You know my problem
Like,
was with him. He didn't throw enough leg kicks. He didn't try. And
He didn't
chop
want to
him.
throw too many kicks though, because he got
But-
taken down off a
the
kick
low-
as well.
No, why you keep
I
kicking
know.
him up here?
Yeah,
Kick him
yeah,
low.
I
The
hate-
calf
yeah,
kick.
yeah.
You don't need to kick him high.
head
You just need to.
kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need to head kick or. But you just need
No,
to.
head kick even, because the head kick you have to block. So it's
Yeah,
not really-
but you can still grab it. If when it goes up, you can
you
still.
want to catch head kick.
Not necessarily, but you can still put a man off balance and grab it. I've seen a guy head kick it and grab it and lift his leg up. I've seen that happen. So I'm just saying you don't have to do that. You can just calf kick, groin kick.
Yeah.
You don't have to where you're in trouble like that. I just don't think he did enough to stop the momentum.
But yeah, not even
Go on, say it
Kerry
again.
Tunov. Wow. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know what I
Karatunov.
mean?
Karatunov.
Yeah. He had a good jab. He was putting
Slick
it on
in there.
Spong quite
Yeah,
a bit.
Spong, yeah. Spong had to
But when
respect
he
it.
got him down,
That was
there
it.
was no getting back
On
up.
top of him.
There was no getting back up. Yeah,
Got to side
ground and
control.
pound.
Got to side control.
Yeah, it was just
And
long
round
for
2,
him.
and then
Yeah.
the ref just stopped it. He was
I
like,
think, yeah,
it's all enough.
Spong, like, if he's gonna do this, I'd say go down to like heavyweight, man. Obviously he's been off for a while as well, because I think he broke his leg.
Yeah,
ages
he
ago
broke
and stuff
2
like
years.
that,
He's been out
yeah.
for 2 years.
He's gone for a while, but yeah, all right, cool.
And then you had the return of
Rashad Evans,
the old UFC GOAT.
versus Checo.
Hall of
Hey,
Fame, the UFC Hall of Famer.
I give it to him. It was a good performance.
Very good performance.
It was a good performance,
And he looked good.
How
He looked good.
because that was middleweight, right?
Yeah.
How he
No,
was
light
a
heavyweight. It was like
Was it light heavy?
Yeah,
it
yeah,
says
light
light
heavy.
heavy.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was about to say because his frame. I was like, how was you a heavyweight, bro? His frame looks like
Small.
like middle, like
Yeah,
heavy,
like wait,
like,
between that.
Yeah, what I mean, but no, he done well with Rashad Evans.
He
I'll
had
give it to him.
energy as well. That's what I want to see from the older fighters. Like, if you're gonna fight still, I need to see you have energy. If you go 3 rounds, it's when you go a round and a half and then you're gassed
looking
up and
nuts.
you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking drunk. That's when I have
I'd
concerns.
say no, because Rashad came out in like a bladed stance. And I was like, okay, when I seen this before,
Yeah.
but he didn't keep that throughout the fight.
Fight.
Kind of went like eventually, yeah. But he looked a bit hesitant when he was throwing at first, until it got to like until they kind of clinched up and he got into the grappling.
And he was
And then he
comfortable.
looked comfortable.
He's always comfortable
he
there.
looked
The
more
wrestling,
comfortable.
innit? He's
Yeah,
an
he looked more
all-state-
comfortable after
all-state
that. The
champion
grappling
wrestler.
looked good. Obviously, Checo, he's more of a grappler. He's had like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
and whatnot. Like MMA, I think he's only had a couple fights, so it was a decent matchup to put against Evans. It wasn't like some young kid who's coming for his take his head off. Like, you know what I mean?
Plus,
yeah, he showed
he put him in a crucifix at one point and tried to put
yeah.
to work.
Yeah.
So-
He done nice top game from Evans when he did get on top. Leg lock, he got out of the leg locks attempts pretty well. I'll give it to him for that. Yeah, it was a good performance from him, man. He was on a skid. He was on a skid like Els.
Yeah, like
He had a few. A good like maybe 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah, easy.
So for him to get this win, that's good for him still. I hope he retires. Though.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get into that loop.
Whoa, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in some news.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Ray Borg.
Very cool. I didn't really catch.
So
this,
I watched
you
this.
know.
This was probably the
Okay.
best fight on the card.
Yeah.
Gibson come out, lit him up in the first round.
Mm.
Lit him up. He was on it. Like great angles. Like Ray Borg couldn't get the speed and the distance of what Gibson was doing in there. Great angles, great striking, mixing it up for the leg kicks.
Yeah.
Even trying to stuff the wrestling. He stuffed a couple takedowns.
Yeah.
Well done, Gibson in the first round, but Ray Borg,
Yeah.
come back, showed his grit, determination in the second round.
Okay.
Like turned the whole like he literally turned the fight around halfway between the whole fight. You know when you get to the halfway mark, Ray Borg turned it,
Okay.
and he done more damage throughout the fight.
Cool.
Busted his eye open from the ground and pound, like proper put it on him, and then screamed to Chael Sonnen and then Henry Cejudo, who I thought had great commentary, by the way. It was very funny.
You know what? Yeah, they had
I like
good people
kids doing
like
it
doing
around
commentary,
it.
even the hype around it.
Yeah,
Like when
it
they
was
had the
the-
little sit down.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Eagle, the promotion, the video.
That
promotion.
video was
good.
cold.
It looks familiar. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
like
I mean?
it's been there. Like it's been there.
Like it's been there for a while.
Oh, wow,
Like, even
it's suited. Like
even
and
I like
situated.
because I'm a fan of the ref cam still. I like that.
I like
still.
that when
I
they
like
get
it.
close in.
Yeah, PFL
So
do
do
it.
I,
I actually
PFL.
like it still.
So do I.
Because you can get better angles
Yeah.
sometimes from that.
And you
Even
get
though
to
the
see
quality
stuff.
isn't as clean.
You don't need to have it
but
like that because they mix it up and take it back out.
But yeah, I do like that.
And I like Henry Cejudo commentating as well. I like him, man. I like that guy, bro.
Yeah, no,
He's
it's
cool.
good.
Yeah,
It
he's
was
alright.
good. Ray Borg though, he looks small. He needs to go flyweight still.
Was he not a flyweight?
This was bantam, no?
But he was a flyweight.
Yeah, he was a flyweight. Yeah, he
Yeah,
fought.
yeah.
But boy, like if
Because
he
he's
was
a
in
small
UFC
guy,
against
he
some
gets-
bantamweights, bro.
You get smoked because banter's mad in UFC.
But there was a big.
But shouts out to the whole card. There was some good fights on it.
Definitely gonna.
There's gonna be
look
more
out for it,
killers.
Watch some more.
Watch for more.
Watch
You know
some more
they're
fights.
gonna flood the Russians on here. And
Yeah,
it's gonna be
100%,
crazy.
yeah.
So watch out for that.
All right, cool,
Sick.
cool. That's the weekend
the
fights
weekend.
that we'll cover.
Completed.
Get into some news.
Yeah. Right. Let's get into some weekly news. Question. So, Eagle FC boss says UFC and Bellator need to watch how they treat their fighters because Eagle FC are coming for them if they don't treat them correctly.
That's Habib Nurmagomedov, right? Yeah. Speaking the truth.
Yeah, because he's been there, so he knows he's.
Yeah.
It's like a football manager that ain't ever played telling you what to do with the football. What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, because he's been fighting, man can say, bro, fighters deserve this because the camps are like this. See what I'm saying? So he knows it from experience. So I think it's a great shout.
Yeah.
But
And it keeps people on their toes. Like, if man go over there now and start realizing they're getting the money, it's prize fighting at the end of the day. Man are gonna go.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
and everyone's called a world champion. So Eagle FC world champion. Eagle FC world champion. It sounds good, bro. So you know what I mean?
Do you think they're gonna be able to keep that reputation like Bellator or
Are they gonna stay at
or UFC?
If they keep doing-
where are you rating them now though? Because they're not at that level yet, really.
I'm rating them just on the PFL level.
PFL, ooh, no, I would even
That's
put
high.
them there.
Yeah, no, not high, but but PFL still in a sense of they don't have recognition like that. They don't. One just about getting there, and one struggling, and I still think one's bigger than PFL.
Where do you? This actually might be a good. I was gonna say don't get smoked series, but
Yeah, we can bring it up
where
one
you
day.
rank,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we can do that. We can do
organizations.
that.
Yeah, one's due to come. One's due to come.
Right, cool. We'll leave that. I'll save that.
But I'm just saying, in the sense of Eagle FC, the question here is:
No, the
do you
reason I think they
like,
can.
fighters will want to go over
Go to
there
them.
within the next
Look, yeah,
year
I think-
and a year and
I think
year to 2 years
I
with what
think-
they're doing.
because I think maybe the younger fighters, maybe not, because they're probably chasing the status of UFC.
The hype, that's my
title,
question.
You know what I mean?
That's what.
But the older ones that are like,
Yeah.
I'm just here fighting for a check. This is just my job, kind of thing.
yeah, that makes sense. That sounds-
they'll
And
take them.
With the way that this card got promoted, like that video you sent me
it was
was
cold.
nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so if you ain't seen that, if they can keep doing that on not like every card, but the big ones, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
They'll be
yeah,
fine
nah,
because
nah.
people will start to respect them for what they're doing.
Mm.
And if you can keep people like to have Shell, Henry, Khabib, and Usman sit down, bro. If the UFC did that, that would be on like 2
And
million views. on
Ali
their
was
page
there as
right
well.
now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
The whole of
Even
the
Mike Novagraphs. was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's-
It's mad still.
it's nuts, bro.
It was
Yeah.
deep. It was
Yeah,
deep.
it's
The
mad.
whole
So
squad
There
was
was some
literally
people
there.
around there. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's big, man. It can be big.
All right, next question. Jerry, I'm gonna go with that one. DC,
Do it. Please,
What?
please say that one.
Jeremy,
Go on.
Alright,
I'm ready.
I
I'm
was
ready.
gonna-
I'm ready.
Jeremy Steven parts ways with the UFC.
Who
after
the
fighting-
fuck is that guy? Nah, that Connor video is
No,
so
you're nuts.
relevant
No,
right
you're
now.
nuts. You're nuts.
When I saw that, yeah, that's the first thing that I saw in my head. Is that video where Connor just laughing at man?
Man, you're reading my notes. I was do it. I was gonna leave that until later.
No, man, I needed that.
Get out of your system.
Wait out, man.
So, one more time, Jeremy Stevens parts ways with the UFC after 34 fights.
Yeah, well,
He's never gonna win a title.
where's he going?
No,
He hasn't said yet.
It hasn't.
Eagle
Just parts
FC.
ways. Where does
Eagle
he go?
FC.
That was going to be my question. Where does he go from here? Where do you think he should
here,
go? PFL,
Could go
Bellator.
Bellator. Look, I think Jeremy Stevens is one of them guys. He has name value to an extent, not great, not
He ain't gonna
crazy,
win-
but
but he ain't gonna win a belt. I don't.
not
think.
at UFC.
I don't think in any organization.
I think Bellator he could have. Oh, hold on.
Huh?
What's that?
Featherweight.
Oh no.
After that's
that's
his real goat of featherweight.
Sorry.
No, you get
Yeah, sorry. He'd have a good run in Bellator. UFC there is now. PFL. Actually, no. I saw you was talking about PFL. I think there's talks about PFL.
PFL, possibly.
Yeah, I think there's talks about PFL.
Yeah, get him in.
I can't remember who PFL champ was for featherweight.
They're doing
Was
a
it,
featherweight. They're doing a
was it-
featherweight thingy. PFL are going to do a featherweight Grand Prix.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that. They're doing like some contender
Yeah,
series kind of
yeah.
thing, innit?
Grand
Yeah,
Prix.
yeah. Remember that when we went to Fight Stars, that Chris Powell guy. He's
Smooth.
on. He's
Smooth MMA.
Yeah,
He's
on the
fighting.
light heavyweight. one.
Yeah. Shouts out to him for that,
Yeah.
making PFL.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him and making that. Anyone that comes from over here. So shouts out to Chris Powell, man, and Mr. Smooth MMA.
Yeah, but what was you saying? Sorry, where's he go from here? Yeah, there's other organizations out there for him, man. But just for someone where he's at in his career, just whoever's gonna pay you more, innit? Really.
All right, moving on. DC is less confident Francis can beat John Jones after UFC 270, but tells John not to get cocky. What do you think the outcome of that,
that fight?
if it happens?
If Jones can't take him down, he probably gets his head taken off, bro.
You actually,
Yeah,
you that what you think?
Realistically, bro.
I don't think his head gets taken off. You lot went so
Bro,
too
Jones
far.
gets touched.
You don't think
nowadays,
you don't
though.
think 5 you don't know.
You think he's gonna miss him for 5? If you
He's
can't,
not gonna allow Francis
I'm saying
to
if you
touch
can't
him.
take
He
him
allowed
down.
these other guys to touch him because he didn't rate them. I keep saying that, Q's level of opponent. Like your level of opponent, they say you're getting juiced for, innit? Like think about it. You get sacked up to go and play
That's true,
City
true,
and Liverpool.
true, yeah.
You ain't when Sunderland comes in. Sunderland end up smacking you up 3-1, you know.
Yeah.
But you say you're like raw, like
No.
I weren't.
I get
You know
what you're
I'm
saying
Like,
because it's definitely a thing
level
in
of
sport in general.
You're saying like Jones matches
he
the match
killed
that he's-
everybody at
Like,
a young
what-
age, bro. Like
Have you ever like
then you got put
when
him
you
rare.
used to play a sport, do your coach ever not say to you, "Oh, you're playing to the level of the opponent"?
Yeah. You
So,
do that. You do that. In,
you
like,
do that-
You do that in sparring sometimes.
Yeah, you
like,
see what I'm
you know
saying?
your
Like-
essence of you just like, take
Like
it
you
easy,
know,
you know?
like, and then you get hit with something mad, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, I need to switch on now."
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Or
yeah.
in football, you can see the goal, and it's like, "What the fuck? This team should have
Yeah.
scored."
Yeah.
And then you start playing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that
I hear you.
initial.
I hear you.
So I think that's what. Yeah,
I don't
I'll
think
beat
Jones winning 5 rounds easily like how they went to 5 rounds. Because so how can you say this is what this is why you might
actually, I hear you
disrespect?
saying,
Gone
I hear
went
you
5. No, you
saying. Yeah, I
man.
hear you saying, I
I'm
hear
my
you
heart,
saying,
my
I
heart.
hear you saying.
John, they don't rate you. They lost
Nah.
faith. They had too
He
low.
just needs to fight, bro. He's been
that's
talking
all it
for
is.
fucking 2
That's all it is.
years,
Just
bro,
say that
like-
then. Don't say he's gonna get beat up. Don't do that to our guy, Johnny Bones Jones.
It's not about beat up. It's about one punch landing, and John gets touched. That's the only reason.
No, he won't
we're
allow
saying
him
it.
to touch him though. It was a bit like think about it. Gustafsson too. Gustafsson nothing.
Yeah.
Gustafsson ain't got power like
No,
that.
but it's not.
though.
He didn't even touch him. Like in the first fight, he got touched. He bust
Yeah.
Jones' lip.
Bro,
Jones'
bro.
lip was out here.
Do you
He didn't
classify?
even-
Do you
'cause
classify?
Jones knew what he done to him in the first fight.
Do you classify what Ngannou done to Rosenstrike as him touching a man? Like he didn't.
Rosenstrike can't move like that. He can't move like Jones.
Like he the way he punched Rosenstrike to knock him out.
Yeah.
It weren't like nothing. Shoot, like he come across in terms of he rushed him,
Yeah.
but the punch itself wasn't like a mad punch. He almost just touched him, and Rosenstrike was out, bro.
Yeah,
Stipe was
Francis
out.
doesn't need to really
My
touch you
po-
hard, like
so
to
he
drop
doesn't
you like that.
exactly. So this is my point. Don't say because Jones didn't get touched by Gustafsson that Francis.
No,
was-
but he didn't allow him.
Francis don't need to touch him. Francis just needs
No,
to
but
literally.
think about what I'm saying. Gustafsson is the quicker fighter, and he still didn't even touch Jones. So I'm saying he will not. But Francis won't come close to touching him.
Santos Reyes.
He won't allow it.
touched
The
him.
range.
I
and that
will-
was
I will
argument.
say-
Gustafsson.
Francis technically sometimes, well, not even sometimes. He needs to work on his boxing a bit.
Yeah, he's
He does
technically
throw.
stiff.
He throws a bit wild
Stiff
shots
and
like,
very
He
stiff.
doesn't like because even in the Stipe fight, he threw a nice jab, like a solid jab that dropped Stipe. So it was nice. But then in this fight, his punches
Jones
were a
ain't
bit
getting caught with
wild.
that.
Like they weren't like no nice straight shots, like a jab. He didn't throw. I don't even think he threw a jab. I didn't even see
the
a
thing
jab.
is, all these men that you're talking about are big, staggy heavyweights.
Well, John as well now.
Yeah,
is-
but John won't. No, but John's had. Trust me. I'm telling you, we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But if we had to bet, I can guarantee you're gonna say, "Raw." John looks tremendous. He looks like the light heavyweight.
I
in
wouldn't
there.
doubt. I wouldn't doubt that. he
So
can
if
do
Gane
that.
can do it,
Yeah.
why don't you fit and bounce around for 5 rounds? A man at light heavyweight that's killed killers.
Just
You
what it
don't
is,
think-
we haven't seen it yet, and he's not used to
I
that
have
weight
more-
as well.
I'll
So
bet my
I need
house
to
on
see
it. I'll bet my house on it before I would even bet Serial Gone. That would be it. That would just be me. But
I just want to see it. innit?
right, we're gonna move on.
But they're talking about Jones' potential Stipe maybe because
Yeah.
Francis got
yeah,
get surgery
injury.
now,
yeah. Possibly. Yeah.
So I actually like that.
So do
Then I get to
Yeah,
see where
yeah,
he's
yeah.
at.
So
then
do
I
I.
can make a bit more calculated.
And Stipe
Yeah,
is that heavyweight that's not too big,
Can
so
move.
it'll be
Yeah.
a good first fight
Jones
for
will
him
probably
to
be
see.
bigger than him.
Yeah.
Seems like you know what I mean.
So yeah, it will be a good
Jones
first
will
fight.
cut down. He's only you only see that fatty in his face and that because he just got hench.
Yeah,
guys,
and he ain't cut
He
nothing.
ain't cut nothing, and he's not gonna go in like that. Come on, guys. Like he's just bulking up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He ain't fighting for now. You don't need to do anything, but just eat and get strong in it.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
anyway, let's move on.
Cool.
Fernando Lopez told Gane not to kick Francis's knee because he thought injury rumor was bait.
Okay, yeah. I
Also
saw that.
getting wrestling from Dagestan to help Gane.
Okay, yeah.
So he's getting wrestlers coming in from Dagestan to help.
Okay. That's a good look. That's a good look.
Yeah, he needs it. Because
What do you think about the leg kicks?
The leg kick thing.
what the hell? Test it and see, though.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's bad,
but you
innit?
know you're testing it against Francis, and then if it is, and he lands that whatever he had for it, like you're out cold.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
Kinda,
bro, you can test a leg kick
Yeah,
and
correct.
not get hit,
It's
man.
true.
Like,
It's true. Low leg
even
kick.
if it went in the first round, but second round's come now, he thinks that I ain't
Just chop
thinks
it,
I forgot about that leg. Let me
Yeah,
chop his off
yeah,
just to see.
I hear you.
Give him one, man.
But it is what it is. Maybe when he saw him coming in with a leg brace, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna go to that extent.
You wouldn't tell him though.
Put leg braces on and everything. Like,
Wouldn't you
yeah.
tell him?
But
Chop the leg. Would you have told your fighter? What? Go at
Try
least
the leg.
Try, yeah. Would
test
you say?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he touched it now and then, but he didn't go for. He didn't
No,
go
Gon
for it.
Gon
like,
does
you know
that
what I mean?
like this
That
touch.
little
Yeah,
pity
like
pat,
just a
kinda,
little, like,
To
back-
get a
backhand.
point. To get a point.
backhand
Yeah.
with the slipper from grandma, blood. That's what he's on, blood.
Okay.
No, that's what it's true, bro.
Backhand is
Watch
real.
it. He just a
Yeah,
little
he just
touch.
slaps
Just,
it. Yeah, he just slaps it.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's move on. Usman's. All right, so this now is a 2-part question, isn't it? Like it's in a weird way because it's 2 different questions.
Go on.
You said Usman. I got something to say about Usman after, so I just popped up
Okay.
as news.
Usman's saying that he wants to move up and fight Yam.
No,
Djokovic.
I heard that. He said he would have.
He would do it.
What? And just skip Izzy?
No, Izzy.
Yeah.
Because he don't want to fight
He
Izzy.
said when he had the title, he was
Yeah.
thinking to go fight Jan
yeah.
Oh,
because he obviously doesn't want to fight
Fight
Izzy.
Izzy. So he would have skipped.
what? He
Izzy
thinks
and
he can
gone.
do that? So that means he's trying to claim that I could be free if I'm that. I could be a free weight champ, but you're my brethren, so you can have that one. That's a hard jump because 185 to 205
He
is
probably
Weighs that.
Yeah.
Walks
that
around at 200.
naturally,
Yeah.
around
Easy.
200, yeah.
Easy. Walks around about
Yeah.
200. Easy.
Why not? If you lose, you ain't really lost.
Yeah,
have you?
nothing ventured, nothing gained, isn't it? Like,
Know what I mean?
you dare to be great.
But that comes off the back of Hamza Shemaev telling Usman not to run
Oh,
away.
yeah.
So,
Now, it's getting juicy.
Yeah.
If Usman was to forsakenly say not hang around and wait for Hamza,
Mm.
did he run? That is the question I'm asking here. Would you have thought he had run from
No,
Hamza?
but he
No.
would have been. He didn't say he was leaving his title. He just-
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he moves up and moves away, just moves away from the.
No, he
before
wouldn't have
Hamza
run. He
gets
wouldn't
there,
have run.
you would you put it
It
down?
ain't
to
my
his
fault,
run?
bro. I've been
that
about. I've actually been about.
Yeah, sometimes paths don't cross, innit? It's just. It's what
Do
it
you
is.
think? No,
Because
for me,
you
you're
gotta be
running, bro.
realistic. No.
You're on top of your game.
gotta be
right now.
realistic.
You're
But
on top
are
of your
you
world.
talk-
He's
when-
the
when you
best
say-
I've ever
you
seen.
just said
Usman.
if he moves up.
Yeah,
to what?
like moves up or
To
moves
what?
on. Just moves up or moves on and leaves his belt. Don't entertain.
He doesn't want
that
that
way.
belt no more. He
Don't
just.
entertain that weight. You know,
Okay.
when it comes to Hamza.
Well, I think if Whittaker wins, if he beats Izzy,
Yeah, it goes up.
and they don't do the rematch, but they probably would do the rematch. But he would go up for Whittaker.
do you think Izzy don't get a rematch?
No,
I
he
think
does. He does.
But
Because
I'm just
the
saying,
champ that
something
he is.
happens that he would go up for Whittaker.
Imagine that though.
100%.
Usman 2-weight. If he does that, sorry,
Yeah.
hypothetically, is he better than Khabib now? Like he's done it all at his weight.
Oh, what?
He goes and
Bro.
beats Whittaker.
You could.
Oh, that's hard, you know. You have to put resumes of fighters.
You have
Who
to
has
put
Khabib
resumes.
beat?
Usman's
has
beat
Usman
some
beat?
real guys.
Oh, this must be.
And he's
killers.
beat them
I
all on the
know,
come up
I
as
know.
well.
You can
I know.
compare their resumes right now.
I
if
know.
you
That's
want
what I
to,
said.
like.
That's what I
It's
said.
nuts.
I know.
That's
I know.
that's naughty.
Title
Still.
defense.
If he 100%, if he was to move up and beat Whittaker, I'll put him over Khabib. I think. Still.
Yeah.
I think Khabib left too early. Still.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have
So do
done
I.
more.
I agree. Totally agree.
Because he had what 4 title defenses,
Who, Habib?
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
Gaethje, Poirier,
Conor.
Conor, and there was one more. Who's the other guy? There was one more. I know
Yeah,
there was.
someone he just took out like
yeah, I know
food.
there was. Who's the last person he
Trying to think.
Gaethje? I can't remember.
That
There was
might
one
be
more
3
fight.
though.
No,
Might
it was
even
4.
be 3.
I think it was 4. There was one more
Can't
person.
think
Who did he
off the top
fight?
of my head.
It wasn't Tony.
No, it's 3. I might
He
even.
fought I like it, but was that for
Yeah, no, that was to
for
win.
the-
That was to
yeah.
to
win.
win it?
Yeah, I think it might be 3. That's mad. Could have done more. And 29-0, still not like old, like over the hill. You had time. But what I was gonna say about Usman,
Yeah.
I don't know if you man watched it. I think it's with GQ. How I made my first meal.
I didn't
Oh,
watch
did you
it.
watch
but
it?
I started watching it.
This
but,
guy, yeah, in his first million,
Mm.
he gave 60K to an investor.
Yeah.
He said he never saw it again.
Bro, that's what
And it was a woman. It was a woman. It wasn't. Woman finessed him like that. Oh, that's horrible.
What did he say what it was for?
Nah. He said like he didn't say exactly what it's for still, but his next investment, I think he said he put 30 into crypto and all of that, and he's reaping the rewards now or whatever. But yeah, that just made me laugh, and I said, man gave up 60 bands and
He got 419s.
yeah.
She smoothed him out still. Anyway, moving on. MVP says fighters should get paid more for non-title fights when they're headliners.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
which makes sense because you're doing 2 rounds more.
5 rounds. You should. I think you do in
And
the
he-
UFC. I think they don't in Bellator. I think I saw that interview. Yeah.
And he made it make sense because if you're in a job and you do overtime,
you
get paid for it.
That's what they're doing, overtime.
you're doing overtime because
Yeah,
it's
I
not a
think-
title
I think
fight.
the UFC do that. I think it's in their contract. But as far as Bellator, I think he said they don't.
So there's certain good things from Bellator, certain good things from the UFC. So you can't win all ways,
Can't
both
win,
ways.
yeah.
All right, moving on. PFL announced multi-year deal to stay with ESPN. So all their fights are going to be still
All
on
good, all the
ESPN.
same. Yeah, all good.
Moving on, David Branch signs with one championship.
David, oh,
Like,
one.
Yeah.
could get killed
He's
over
old.
there.
No, cause he's 40. He's like 40 now.
Yeah.
He's gonna get killed over there still.
And he's
killed
what
over
middle?
there. Yeah,
Well,
he-
they're like
he- he
heavyweight.
best watch
Light
his weight.
heavyweight.
He best
His
watch
weight is going to be so important because them man will
MMA,
kill him.
Light heavyweight.
Them man will kill him because them man
He's
come
got-
proper
he's got,
sizey.
What's his name? That guy, he trains out of Sanford. Who else is that? Grappler from the Netherlands. I can't remember his name. I think he's the champ. But yeah, no, that's kind of mad. He's kind of he's up there in age, but we'll see in it.
All right.
Hey, turn it back.
Dana White trying to book Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chandler. That's trying to happen.
Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
That's trying
down
to
with
get
that.
booked.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Kenny Florence says he got cut from the UFC for not doing tough.
Yeah. I saw
That's something I can see Dana doing. Like.
He got
Slowly-
sidelined. Yeah.
They sidelined him out
Who else
And now he's
spoke about
commentating
that?
for
Someone
PFL.
else spoke about that still.
with Randy Couture.
Someone else spoke about that.
What
And
getting?
not like
Brush.
when they didn't do something.
Oh,
like they got sidelined.
was
that
it
was
thingy?
recent. That was recent as well. I know you're
what's his
talking.
name?
I know you're talking. That I see something. They said yeah. when they do
Brian
that-
Stan, was it not?
No.
I'm
no,
sure Brian
Stan.
Stan said
I
something as
don't
well,
know.
though.
He had an interview recently. I didn't watch it fully, but there was someone.
What's
else,
he
but it
doing
don't
now?
matter. He was doing WWF at a time. I think what's he doing now?
I don't know.
Or is he still doing that? He might still be doing that actually. WWE. It's a good look.
All right. Next one. Kevin Holland invites Troll into gym and then chokes him out.
I saw that.
That's an evil.
What?
How you gonna invite him in though?
Well, that happens, isn't it? Like, look at Derek Lewis, look at Deontay. Like, if you're talking shit, like, and you're willing,
Come in.
What's the harm, innit?
Innit? It's
Like,
true,
they only
'cause they
rolled,
all rolled,
innit?
they only
Like,
rolled,
yeah.
Okay. He's funny
But
though.
nah, that's
Kevin Holland's on
jokes, though.
smoke.
That's jokes, though.
He's actually on it still. Anyway, Saeed Nurmagomedov wants Marlon Vera or top 15 opponent.
Marlon Vera don't want that smoke. After what I saw, that ain't
You don't want that
O'Malley,
smoke.
bro.
You don't want
That ain't
O'Malley.
O'Malley, fam. That is something different, fam. He's mad still. That striking, I love it.
Yeah, he's mad.
I think Marlon Vera is probably trying to look up
Yeah,
more than down.
yeah.
Yeah. But
What did you
I'm
say?
not-
Marlon Vera or what?
Or any top 15 opponent.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
He can get any top 15. That's
Yeah.
because he's what 15th himself.
He would have been.
Yeah, something
that
like-
man.
something like that.
He's hanging around there now.
Yeah.
All right. Habib has supposedly offered Jake Paul a MMA contract.
I saw something
Yeah, I
about
heard something like that.
Jake Paul saying he wants to train with Habib, or he said something like he wants to fight, but he'll train with him, but he wants to fight him or something like that. It was dumb still.
Okay, that's
But
But he's offered him a contract.
anyway, what for Eagle?
Yeah.
Well, you'll give him to a Russian and get him
Get him smoked.
Get him fucking get his head drilled into the ground, bro. Yeah, that's all nonsense.
Nonsense.
Like, I don't think.
He ain't gonna sign no
Yeah,
deal for
I don't know if he'll do MMA still like that. I don't know. Yeah, it would shock me if he did, but where would he go as well? I don't know.
All right.
Saying that, Did you see the diss track?
Dana.
Yeah, hey.
The diss track.
It's hard.
Fuck Dana.
Whoever wrote his
Yeah,
bars,
for real.
whoever wrote his
For real.
bars went in still. I can't lie.
I wonder if
Someone-
it was Woodley still.
Maybe.
Woodley got better.
Hey,
Woodley
shit.
caught better. Gave him the Rolex for
Hey.
that. That was for the
You
Rolex.
do.
That was for the Rolex.
Mad thing.
Right, my diss track. I'll give you a Rolex.
Bro. Oh, yeah, the video is actually jokes.
It's
bro.
jokes,
It's
bro.
actually, and you got Cyborg
Bro,
at the
right,
start in the intro.
Fully cyborg.
He
He actually got props. He got props.
He
got props.
It was
And you know Cyborg don't like Dana. So it's just...
it was alright.
Mad.
Still, I give him props for that. Still.
No, you have to give him
Yeah, I
props
give
for
him
that.
props for that. Still, if I'm Dana,
He's got...
the pressure he's getting. Pressure applied, bro.
Yeah.
Recently, Dana has
Bro,
been getting
Jake
pressure
Paul.
applied. He's had Jake Paul down his throat.
Francis.
He had Francis. He's had Habib talking. Look, make sure
I
you
take-
pay your
I
fighters.
take them.
Like, if Dana had hair, it'll be dropping out right now. Still, like, you know what I mean? Like,
He's
bro.
stressing still. Like even what you're saying with Jake Paul, and he signed. You know, Jake Paul signed to Endeavor, who owns UFC.
Jake Paul signed to.
No, not signed
No,
to them.
no,
He bought stock.
he
stock. Sorry,
He bought
yeah.
some stock. Yeah,
So he
yeah,
can
yeah.
try and
Change
fix it
some-
from the top
yeah, yeah, yeah.
inside out.
That's
Oh,
nuts.
He's on smoke, bro.
That's nuts. He's
He's
moving
actually
nuts.
moving nuts. He's actually trying to.
But I
move
respect
nuts.
it for him.
So do I.
100%.
100. That's why I said he's good
That's
for
why,
MMA.
like, I can't,
He's
like,
good for MMA.
like, when he's
He
not talking
acts.
about this stuff and he's doing Jake Paul, like sometimes
Well,
it's
shut up.
annoying.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But then when he does stuff like this, I'm like, no, fuck you.
I fuck
Still,
with you.
can't- Like,
You're
you know
doing
what I
the right
mean?
thing. You're
Yeah,
trying to do the right
like,
thing.
he's got that. He's good cop,
It's hard
bad
to
cop.
hate.
He's good cop,
It's-
bad cop at
It's
the
hard
same
to
time.
hate him.
Like,
It's
you
hard
know
to
what I mean?
fully hate him. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Gary Maynard said he got paid $26K to fight Frankie Edgar at UFC.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's
for the
yeah,
title.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But in
For the
the
title.
UFC's defense, you gotta think about UFC 125, bro. What year would that have been? Like 2005. Like
If you're in a
26
title fight,
racks.
if you're in a title fight and you're not clearing six figures, bro, something's wrong.
That's
Sounds wrong.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying where the UFC was at that point.
But-
We're looking at it from where they are now
Even
and
boxing
going,
back
"Rah,
then."
that was boxing's different,
Bro, did you not?
Boxing-
Hold on, stop.
Go
Did you
on.
not see that thing that got posted? Something about Francis Ngannou made less money
Yeah, I see that.
than
Yeah, I see
the Jack Dempsey made.
in
in
1920,
something like that.
30s or something.
Man made 1920, bro.
Mm,
He made like a mil or something
Yeah,
like that in
Jack Dempsey.
1920.
mm. But that's
Heavyweight.
you just
I
said
think heavyweight
boxing.
champ of the world. I think.
You just
Yeah,
said
boxing. Yeah, 1920.
You
I
don't
know,
matter.
but it's boxing, bro.
Yeah, but still,
like, that's-
Bro,
1920, there's more money in the
1920.
UFC now to say that. You can't say that.
No,
I
and you have
agree,
to
I
think,
agree,
you have
I
to
agree.
think, yeah, what that money was back then.
Then.
That's like
Yo,
getting,
that's
that's
like
like getting
getting
100 mil.
like-
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You've made
That's
it.
so
You've
mad
made
thing.
it. You've made it.
that money is endless, bro.
And Francis is
You made it.
not even clearing the bill, like just on his
Yeah.
standard contract
Yeah, that's
without all
crazy.
the.
That is crazy.
No, I do hear you. But
But it is messed up in that sense.
Mad.
But, so it has come across, but Maynard said he's going to sue the UFC because of it.
Oh, you might as well just join the class action lawsuit case with all. What's their name?
Mark Hunt.
Not Mark
Mark
Hunt.
Hunt?
There's
He's
a
doing his
separate
own
one.
thing.
I forgot his name.
Don't know who's doing it.
It's come out my head. His name. I
Can't
forgot
remember?
his name, bro. I forgot his
cool.
name.
All right, we'll come back to
Yeah.
it. But yeah,
But
just
yeah,
join
no,
it.
there's a few of them. And they're trying, obviously, suing the UFC in it. But
See.
yeah.
Penna says Amanda Nunes would be the Earth's biggest coward without rematch if she doesn't take the rematch. What do you think on that?
what? She's not biting on that yet. She ain't said that I want that fight.
Not completely, innit?
Well,
She said
knowing
that, she's going to.
no,
it's not
listen,
completely there. Like,
Nunes is at a stage in her career where no matter what, your cardio is your cardio. I don't care what you lot say. She could run for the next year.
Mm.
She's gonna go in that fight, and if Pena puts it on her the same way, she might just crumble again in fatigue.
Like, it's look at Conor, innit? Like, he never really. You can improve it a little
Like,
bit, but
he's
you're not
got-
gonna get rid of the problem.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
if you
So-
have cardio issues, it's just.
So I'm
it's your
saying
thing, innit?
she might just be scared that she's gonna have that same problem. So she might be banking on someone else getting the belt before she.
Nah, she can't do that stuff. It's like that's like Joshua, bro. Like, you can't really do that stuff. My man took you, go back and go get that. I'm like, You can't let my man take it, and then you might beat the other guy who gets it.
Yeah.
But some people always question.
Yeah. What happened
person
there?
Took it.
That's a good point. Yeah. All right, moving on. Zabit back to training, says he will destroy anyone that he faces come February 28th. So he's back in the...
Okay, cool.
But we don't have, he doesn't have an opponent.
Yeah, no, I just want to see him back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just giving you up there on that. Kyla Harrison said PFL front runners. Kate, I always say that. Kayla Harrison says PFL front runners.
Cool.
Because, Nunes got knocked out.
Yeah,
they should
The
be.
money fight is gone.
So
The money fight is gone. Like, because that was just like, you get me? It's just dropped a little bit.
so
now,
she's
like,
just going to brolically just destroy all the women back in
Should be.
PFL. Last one, as well, Evans, Habib said that he's looking to give Evans a multi-fight deal after his performance, a 4-fight multi-fight deal. Do you think he deserves it? And that was coming off the
Oh,
back
no,
of...
he deserves it
Exact-
for the
yeah,
performance,
Yeah.
but he is old
Do
man.
we want to see it?
He is 42?
Yeah.
That is old. At what, light heavyweight?
Yeah.
Heavier weight classes, you can get away with it. So, okay, it depends who they're going to match you up with. But it's this thing of, bro, you had all this like losing streak. You got the win now.
Yeah,
Like,
just
you could just
retire
retire off the
peacefully.
win. I go on Tapology. It's green.
W. I go on Tapology. It's
like,
green.
all right, you came out with the W. But nah, like, you're getting into that cycle of, I had a good performance. I can maybe have another one. And you might even have another one. But then you might fight someone else. And then you get the L. And then it's like, you're
But he's
just
not
chasing
doing
the
it.
dragon, bro.
He's not
Like,
doing
you're
it for
just
the
like...
he's not doing it for the lose or win for the end of his career. He's doing it because he says that he feels good.
He feels good.
And that he's never had inflammation ever since he's been going vegan for the last 2 years. And that.
Bro,
So
he's see,
That's
I'm
the
not even
reason.
gonna talk about vegans, bro. But like, bro, like it's just leave it, bro. Like how many people do you see 42 do well in MMA, bro? Really? Like they're a rarity, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Aye.
just
He
Just
might
leave it
just-
alone.
like I
He's
think
that
he
guy.
started they said he started the Black Zillions again. That's a shout because they were at a time way back. Obviously Usman started there.
Yeah.
They were like the
Close.
rivals of American top team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a shout. Like there's other things to do. Like I hate when fighters just like stay around too long. Like and then it doesn't like if you've achieved something like say Anderson Silva, he stayed around too long. Yeah, a little bit. But it tarnishes what you've done a little bit. Like,
Yeah, not
you
like,
can still, if you still see him as the GOAT, that's fair enough. But it does tarnish it a little bit because now you could look at someone
like
like
a
Khabib
Brunson
or
that beat him.
Yeah?
No, I was gonna say people like
Oh,
a Brunson that
Brunson,
beat him
yeah,
don't really deserve to have a W.
Yeah,
over.
but then if you look at someone like Khabib who made the right choices, maybe it was too early.
Yeah.
But like it just looks better. Like people will just argue that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but look how he left the game. But it's what it is, isn't it? You can't stop.
All right.
Can't stop them.
Yeah.
Do what they want to
Do
do.
what they want to
At the
do.
end of the day, I got a couple. If you're finished,
Go on. Yeah, go on. And then I'll just do the added things. Go on. Add some more.
I was just gonna say I heard about UFC suing. It was either Francis Ngannou or Francis's
It's the manager.
management.
It's the management.
Yeah,
It's not
something like
Ngannou,
that.
It's the management.
It's the management. Okay, cool. Management. Anyway, just for talking to one of Jake Paul's people.
Yeah, we brought that up. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
that's a
put that
bit. That's a bit for talking. He didn't.
Yeah,
sign
because
nothing.
he yeah. Remember this got brought up. They done it right before the fight as well, innit? So they got the email right before the fight saying
Yeah.
that you're getting sued. So they're bad mind because they did the
They're-
timing, innit?
Yeah, they're trying to fuck with him.
Yeah,
still.
they're bad
trying
mind
to fuck
to
with him.
Francis. And you know what? I watched the Francis Ngannou interview on Ariel that following my. I felt so sorry for him. He's
Yeah.
such a nice guy. I don't
Yeah,
care what
yeah,
anyone says. Like you lot are boying him, bro. Like you're just boy. Like I don't know why you're trying to disrespect the man. Like all man's asking for, is fighters get health insurance, some normal stuff. Open up the contract so man can box. Obviously, there should be rules and stipulates. So if you're in a fight camp, there's no boxing. If there's certain things, if we're booking you within a certain amount of time, you can't take a fight.
No, the biggest thing
There
should
needs-
be
there-
if you don't want a man to go and box with like but by himself and doing it without the
pay them then.
not even pay them. you said you were doing this Zuffa boxing thing. Do the Zuffa boxing thing and then integrate and co-promote. So that way my fighter's on there. We're still getting a check out of it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense.
But even so, his point as well that he brings up is that obviously they're considered independent contractors. Yeah. But they're being treated like employees. So it's like you can't have one or the other. Like if we're independent contractors,
we get to go out and do
then cool. We do what we want. When you say you give us a fight and we say yeah, cool, we're UFC. When we don't have a fight, we do what we want to do.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you're an employee, cool, we'll play by your rules. I want health insurance.
See,
I want XYZ. You get me?
I want a union.
Yeah,
fighters.
You know what I mean?
So, and you know what upsets me a little bit that no one's sticking up for him, like Usman, Israel. Three of them stuck up as their free African, and they just went down.
Luke Rockhold said that before. Like them man are like in a space of power, like where they all got titles, they're all cool. Like you guys could kind of apply some pressure to the UFC, like because you're in the weight classes that people want to watch, like.
Especially the way Dana goes on about Usman now, how he's the GOAT and the pound for pound, and then how he loves Izzy, and do you know what I'm saying? So they're in powerful positions. It's true still.
Yeah, Usman don't want to mess up that bag though. Certain people don't. He's in a nice position right about now where he can go either way for him and Izzy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But you're right. I just think that standing up.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
Last one. Fury versus White is now booked. We're having the fight. Where we at with this? What are you saying? Quick thoughts.
What I want to happen or what I think's going to happen?
Just quick thoughts. Whatever you're thinking about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan White knocks him out.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'll give him a puncher's chance, but I'm leaning Fury. If I had to put money on it,
Fury's gonna just school.
But I'm happy for White though.
100%. He's gonna get £8 million. Well done to him, bro.
To get that ages ago, man.
He's gonna get a good payout.
That's why I can't take these belts, bro. Like, nonsense, bro.
That's what I said. Boxing's horrible for that.
Dumb, bro.
It's horrible because they delayed it by 48 hours, then they delayed it by 48 hours again, and then they was like, you have to fight. Yeah, boxing's weird, isn't it? Just, but I really want to watch that fight. Yeah, that's a fight I'm locking in. Yeah. They need to do that. Wembley.
Shout out that.
When is it booked for? You know?
Don't think I know yet.
It's just okay, cool.
We're there when that one sorting it
out. Yeah, I would like to go to that.
Hopefully, I wouldn't mind going to that still.
We're good.
Good fight.
Cool. I'm just gonna end it with just up and coming fights with fighters that have been booked. Like I've done. So you got Vicente Luque booked against Belal Muhammad. That's for April 16th. You got Donald Cerrone is booked against Joe Lazon, April 30th.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You've got Mark Jacasey booked against.
When I saw this fight, I clicked on it. You see when you put in the chat.
Klaverslov.
Klaverslov. When you put this in the chat, and I saw Mark Jacasey, I was like, he's gonna be in UFC London because he's English. So I was like, yes, that's a fight. And then I saw where it was. I was like,
Columbus. Yeah, that's booked March 26th in Columbus. Kate Hansen is got versus Per Rodriguez.
That OnlyFans money must be running out because she booked this fight quick.
Oh wow!
Yeah. She booked this fight quick.
Booked for 273 April 9th. Ed Herman is out versus Maximum Grecian. William Knight steps in February 12th. Muhammad Moldov is out versus Misha Kirknov. Wellington Furman steps in February 26th. Uriah Hall versus Andre Muniz is booked UFC Fight Night April 16th. And Chase Hooper is booked versus Felipe Corrales UFC May 21st. Okay. And just to go over one more time, the rundown of the London card, which is March 19th. You've got Tom Aspinall that headlines that card against Alexander Volkanov. Then you have the co-main event is Alan Arnold versus Dan Hooker, which is going to be a cracking fight. Yeah. Added to this card also is Gunnar Nelson
Yeah, I'm
versus-
happy about that. I went to see Gunner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Claudio Silva,
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
and then you've got Nathaniel Wood is
Yeah.
It's
fighting.
a good card still
It's
for
a solid
England.
card still.
Luke
Paul Craig got
Devic,
added to that, innit?
Shaliani, and then you've got. I don't know why I have it as this. I'm not even going to say that out loud because that's. But I don't know what happened. But Paddy's also fighting.
Okay.
Vargas.
Vargas, yeah.
Yeah, and Paul Craig has been added to that card.
Has
Nikita
Molly
Karlov. Molly McCann's
Krylov.
fighting.
Is she,
Krylov.
Yeah,
has she
Krylov,
been?
yeah.
Has she been booked? Confirmed? Like who she's fighting?
Who?
Molly McCann for
I
that.
think so. I think it was. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
sick.
it. That's
Cool.
It. That's all we've got.
All right, cool. Let's get into some picks and predictions for next week, yeah?
Yeah.